and salutations, my dearest friends. My name is Samantha, and in today's video, I am going to be talking all about cozy mysteries. You guys know at the end of 2020, I really discovered cozy mysteries and what that genre is and how much I love it. I have been, dabbling into the genre. I'm definitely not an expert, but whenever I mention cozy mysteries, I always get the same question, and that is, what is a cozy mystery? Is there romance in cozy mystery? Is it scary? Like, what is it? So this is going to be like cozy mystery 101. It's funny because I feel like I have two completely different type of people who watch my videos. Like, I have one who is all here for the historic romance content, and then one who is here for the cozy mystery content. So if you are one of the people who follow me because you like my cozy mystery videos, this video is for you. Honestly though, I feel like people who like romance would love cozy mysteries. Like, it's just so fun. This is kind of like breaking down the basics. I did a 101 video like this with historical romance, so I will link that video down below if you're interested. Right now, it is cozy mysteries time to shine. So here we go. So the very first question I get is, what is a cozy mystery? Booktube and Instagram, you will also hear this genre shortened as cozies. So cozies also mean cozy mysteries, obviously. So basically, this genre is a subgenre of crime fiction, and it typically will follow an amateur sleuth. So the story is our main character stumbles upon a murder and decides to play detective, and they will take it upon themselves to play detective and kind of find out what happened, who the murderer is, what is going on in the town, and it just follows their story as they solve the crime. Cozy mystery will have a couple of suspects, and you will not know who it is until the very, very end. Just depending on the story and the author's writing, sometimes you can guess the murderer beforehand, but the best kind are the ones like when the reveal happens, it's like an actual surprise and you're like, whoa, why didn't I guess that? Almost all of our characters are going to be like amateur sleuths. Sometimes they will work with detectives, sometimes they will have like a best friend or a cozy companion that will help them find out the crime. Basically, the sole premise is there's going to be a murder and our main character is going to find out who did it. A lot of times this will take place in a small town. It can essentially take place everywhere, but I noticed that a lot of cozy mysteries take place in a small town because it gives that cozy vibe. What makes this different from typical crime fiction is that it is not gory and it is not scary. So the actual crime takes place off page, off screen. You don't actually get like the descriptive, gory details of someone dying. Typically, even the way that they die is not very gruesome. Like a lot of cozy mysteries, the person will typically be poisoned or they were pushed down a stairs or something like that. It's definitely not a gruesome genre. So we're used to like horror and crime and thrillers. It's definitely not on that type of scale. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I am a scaredy cat. I have said it time and time again. I am a huge scaredy cat. I don't like reading anything gruesome. I don't like that feeling of being scared or like that jump factor. Cozy mysteries are perfect because I get that like crime, like who did it vibe, but it's not scary. It's not gruesome. The way I would describe cozy mysteries is kind of like a Hallmark movie, something very wholesome, very fun to watch, very intriguing. This is such a peaceful and relaxing genre. It's a good palate cleanser if you read other genres. You can just pick one of these up and just like fly through it. I get a lot of questions if there are romances in cozy mysteries, and there can be a romance or there can be like a side plot of characters being together. There can even be love triangles in certain cozy mysteries, but everything is going to be pretty PG. There's not a lot of steamy scenes. You might get characters crushing on each other, you might get a kiss, but anything steamier definitely takes place behind closed doors. It's definitely a fade to black type of moment. Yeah, pretty wholesome and toned down in that retrospect. You're not going to find a cozy mystery that curses a lot, has very steamy scenes, or is very gory. Like, this is just a feel good type of book. Obviously, you can have those things that I mentioned in a feel good type of book, but I just wanted to kind of set the scene for what type of genre this is. A murder is taking place in every single book. It is still very fluffy, very sweet, very wholesome, very cozy. Like, that's literally the perfect definition for it. Like, I feel like I'm repeating the same words over and over again. So when I think of cozy mysteries, I immediately think of Ellie Alexander. She's one of my favorite authors. I have definitely been binge reading her books. Another author that's very popular in this genre is Agatha Christie. She has a lot of movie adaptations that are inspired by her books, like The Murder on the Orient Express. They're kind of trying to get a feel of what the genre entails. Those are two very good authors. It is a subgenre to crime fiction, but within cozy mysteries, there are a ton of tropes and different types of cozy mysteries that you can reach for. To run through the more popular tropes real quick and give you guys some recommendations, a place to start. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so the first trope within cozy mysteries is the baking cozy mystery, and I feel like this one is a really popular one, and it is one of my personal favorites. If I were to give a recommendation, I would recommend the Bake Shop Mystery Series by Ellie Alexander. I actually did a video where I read BookTube's favorite cozy mysteries. I will link it down below, and I read the first book in the series, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, so you guys know how much I adore it. With cozy mysteries is that a lot of them tend to have very lengthy series, so if you find an author, if you find a book that you like, I can guarantee you it is probably a series, and they probably have a lot of books in the series. Like this series alone, I think has like 10, 12 books. There are some series that go on for like 20 books. You get into this genre and you have a ton of options. Quick though, this is the Bake Shop Mystery Series. It follows our main character, Jules. Very first book, Jules is going through a rough spot in her marriage and also just in her life. So she ends up heading back to her hometown to help her mother run their family bake shop. Small town is very quaint and cute. I absolutely love it. It takes place in Ashland, Oregon, and they are known for their Shakespeare festival. So if you like Shakespeare, it kind of has a little element of that. Anyways, Jules is opening up the bakery one day and she finds, dun dun dun, a murder. She finds a dead body in her bake shop and she kind of needs to figure out who did it. This is definitely one that she also works with a detective, and I just love Jules. Her personality is so amazing. Sometimes series can feel very intimidating, but the thing with the Bake Shop Mystery Series is like it's interesting every single time. How we grow with Juliet, there is a little bit of a love triangle in these books, so I highly recommend this series. Another trope that is well known and well loved within cozy mysteries is the bookish cozy mysteries. This is perfect for all of you book lovers. Like, who doesn't love to read books about books? And then a great example for that, if you like this type of trope, is Homicide in Hardcover by Kate Carlisle. The first book in her Bibliophile Mystery series, so if you like this book, you definitely have a extensive backlist to catch up on. Follows our main character, Brooklyn, who restores old books for a living, going to like an art show book expose type of thing, and she ends up finding her mentor dead. What's really interesting about this book is that her mentor is like holding a book that is infamous for like this curse. Like whoever ends up with this book is cursed. So yeah, highly recommend this one. Another very popular trope within this genre are witch cozy mysteries. So if you like paranormal books or paranormal romances, you probably will really like witchy cozy mysteries. An example of this is Misspelled by Morgana Best. This is also the first in a series. I think it's the Kitchen Witch series. This one, our main character just has really, really bad luck in a place where she's just really lost. And all of a sudden, she ends up receiving a letter that one of her aunts that she was never really close to passed away. And this aunt left her her mansion in Australia as well as her bake shop. So this also has a bake shop element to it. Main character really doesn't have anything to lose, so she ends up going to that town to figure out who her aunt was. She also discovers that witches run in her family. As she is kind of getting her groove and figuring everything out, there is a murder. A customer walks in, takes a bite of one of her cupcakes, and dies. So she definitely needs to figure out what happened so she can clear her name. I'm going to quickly run through the rest of the tropes. Another trope that's really popular is historical cozy mysteries. An example of that would be Miss Knight and the Night in Lagos. Space cozy mysteries are also very popular, and an example of that would be Fly Me to the Moon. Was another one I picked up because they were having a sale on Amazon for the Kindle book, so definitely check it out if it's still on sale. Really quickly before I go, if you liked this video and you are looking for more content like this, there are 2 YouTubers that talk about cozy mysteries that I love them so much. Definitely want to give you some channel recommendations so you guys can check out and they can give you more recommendations. So the first one is Courtney from Courtagonist. Her entire channel is based all on cozy mysteries. She has a cozy mystery book club. I think it's called the Cozy Mystery Escape Book Club. I'm not sure, but I know that book club has like a newsletter and they do live shows, and it's so fun. She hosts that with Lisa Latte, who is a cozy mystery author herself, and she also has a YouTube channel, so you can definitely follow her. And the other channel that I highly recommend is Spencer from Intentionally Bookish. You guys know I love Spencer. She is absolutely stunning, the sweetest person on the planet, and her content is amazing. She reads romance as well as cozy mysteries. And honestly, her channel is how I discovered cozy mysteries in general, and I'm so thankful for that. She does a ton of cozy mysteries recommendations on her channel. Like, she did a cozy mystery recommendation video for book related cozies. She did a recommendation video for romance readers. If you read romance and you want to get into cozy mysteries, she recommended some books for that. So you will definitely find so many good books from her channel. I hope this video was interesting and helpful to you guys. As always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the absolute world to me. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!